Welcome to Always Analog, where we celebrate the beauty of analog technology in a digital world. Today, a pencil review with a pencil courtesy of my pencil pal, Jonah, in the Netherlands. So, these pencils came a long way from the Netherlands here to Croswell, Michigan. So, thank you so much. Jonah, I appreciate the things that you sent, and I'm gradually getting to all of them. And what we have here is a 6-pack of Pelikan pencils. And they're almost looking black to me on my monitor, but they are, in fact, I think a dark blue. Once we get it out of the package, it might be more apparent. But let's look at the packaging here. This is, again, 6-pack. Tells you right up front some very basic information about these pencils. They are hexagonal, correct. They are HB. They have break-resistant lead. They are from managed forests. Gratis, a free eraser. There it is. I'm looking forward to trying that. And we have pencils, 6+1, 7 pieces. The one being the eraser. Let's flip it over here. And let me bring this into focus. Look at all the languages, folks, huh? Got the United Nations here. And they all say the same thing, pencil plus eraser. So if you were wondering how that was spelled in Finnish or Russian or Czechoslovakian or Polish, there it is, folks. And here we see the price. I'm assuming this is the price that Jonah paid, which was €2.55 for the 6 pencils. Pelikan, and trademark of Pelikan, Hanover, Germany. And it has their address in Hanover. Website. A very hard to read, fine printed list of distributors around the world. Packaging plastic made of 80% recycled material. So there's that, a barcode. Now, here's what it doesn't say. Where are these made? I don't know. I cannot tell from the package here. I don't see anything that really gets to that. Perhaps the pencils are marked. We will see. I'm going to get this package open, and the eraser too, and then we'll take a closer look and do some writing. So here is one of the pencils. Perhaps the light is a little different here, and maybe you can see this is a navy blue paint job. And I'm trying to get the light to catch it in a certain way where maybe some of these details will become more clear. It is navy blue. It is hexagonal with a pinstripe in silver on each of the corners of the hex. We see a UPC product code there on the reverse. Very small, it says HB2, and then on the cap, Pelikan with the Pelikan logo. However, there is no other embossing or imprinting on this pencil. Again, I don't know where these are made. If anybody knows, I'm going to assume they're made in Germany, but I don't know. And I didn't see anything on the, at least that I could decipher on the package to tell me otherwise. So here's the eraser that came with it. It's an AL30 Pelikan eraser. It has a kind of a cardboard sleeve. It is a soft white vinyl type eraser, Pelikan, phthalate and latex free. It has a picture of the pencil, actually, that it comes with. And there's the UPC code. Here's the fine print. And honestly, I've looked at that as much as I could get my eyes to focus. And this, like on the pencil package, is a list of distributors around the world. And then on the side, it says trademark of Pelikan, Hanover, Germany, and it has their address in Hanover and their website. And that, my friends, is all that's on this eraser. Okay? So, I don't know what else to tell you. I have in my eraser box, I only have one other Pelikan eraser, and it's the BR40, which I picked this up, I believe, in Paris at a stationery store. And you can see this is one of these red and blue, where the red is for pencil and the blue is for ink. And the blue has a much rougher sort of texture to it. It's just an okay eraser, if I'm honest. So I have higher aspirations for this, so we'll just see. All right. But for right now, for starters, let's get going with this pencil. And let's see what we can. It's pre-sharpened, and I'm going to go with the factory point here. They do say number 2. There it is. There is something about European HB pencils that have the same feel. And I would say this one performs in that similar way, where point retention is pretty good so far. You know, it has break-resistant lead. Which, however they formulate it, does make for a harder graphite. And perhaps that results in something that is not as soft feeling because the graphite is fortified. But in this case, I would say it feels harder, say, than a Viarco, which is made in Portugal. That's probably one of my favorite European pencils, but it does feel a lot like other German pencils I have tried. It's fairly smooth. You can hear it, I'm sure. I certainly can. Again, a pretty small smudge drag, which to me kind of tells me that the lead, the graphite, has been sort of fortified. Here's a Staedtler Mars in HB. So just another German pencil for comparison. Pretty similar, I think. Yeah, it definitely sort of has that feel. I don't know if I have another one. Put my hand on real quick. Well, how about here is a, yeah. It's a Castell 9000. Might be a tad lighter. These are all HB, by the way. So, okay. Now, it does not have an eraser. Certainly not an uncommon feature with European pencils. But it did include an eraser. So let's give that a try. So here is our Pelikan eraser, included for free. Although you know nothing's really for free. That came with it. Actually, we're down quite a bit on that first erase. Just for giggles, let's use this other Pelikan, the BR40 combination eraser, pen and ink. it actually, I think, performs a little bit better. If we want to stay in Deutschland for a moment, we can try the Statler here. Mars. I would say superior. Pelikan. Let's bring in the Japanese erasers. Good. Real good. Yep. Pink pearl. Well, folks, you tell me, but I think the two Pelikan erasers actually didn't perform as well. The Mars much better. The Mars, the Pentel, the Arch, great. So again, you're getting an eraser for free. You're not getting a great eraser for free. Sorry, Pelikan. But I think for light duty, it's probably okay. It's not horrible, but it's, you know. So, overall, it loses points because they gave you an eraser, and you would think that this eraser would really be a perfect match for the graphite, and it's not. However, other erasers really do a great job. So, you know, it's really going to get, it's a C plus, B minus, and on that. But again, looking at the point retention, it's how, you know, it didn't have a large point on it. It was just one of those short kind of crummy factory points. So it held up pretty good. Thank you, Jonah. For sending these and sharing these with me. They're a nice looking pencil, by the way. I love blue, but they really are, and they're a nice writing pencil. And if you have a good block eraser, I think you could put a lot of miles on one of these pencils. Good point retention, fairly smooth, but with the expectation that the graphite is going to perform in a way consistent with other German pencils and European pencils more generally, where it's not as soft or as dark as, say, a Japanese pencil, an Indian pencil, or even some American pencils. If you have not subscribed to this channel and would like to, I would appreciate you hitting subscribe. Please give me a like if you are in fact liking what I do here. Regardless of that, I hope everyone is well, and I'll look forward to seeing you again soon here on Always Analog.